Hey gamer girls, my name is Gunty, and today we are talking, unfortunately, about the "you'll be married in a year in the suburbs" guy. Now, if you don't know who this guy is, you've probably been under a rock. He's been blowing up on Twitter and Instagram, basically getting clowned on by literally everyone of all political persuasions, genders, and whatnot. Gamers and gooners alike seem to just be dogpiling this guy, and it's pretty hilarious. The guy in the video is basically singing in this very insincere kind of cry-y, trying too hard to sing voice. Like, you ever been around a couple of friends around the campfire and you're just kind of singing a song, everyone's just kind of low-key just enjoying their time, and then somebody decides that they have to belt out a crescendo for no reason, and it's honestly just super awkward and uncomfortable. That's kind of the vibe of the video. And what's honestly worse than that are the lyrics. They're just very kind of like cringy millennial, like, oh, you're going to be in the suburbs and married and have a family. Well, I'm going to be cool just smoking weed in the city with my friends and doing skateboard tricks at 37 years old. Now, to be fair, there are a lot of people making music like this right now. I would dub this genre mental health core. That just kind of feels like a fitting vibe for it. It's just kind of these like therapy yap session for guys that clearly have not figured their stuff out. You know, this is exclusively a genre for what seems to be probably rather affluent white men, people that grew up in the suburbs, but, you know, they're cool. They're down with the system. They're pro-Palestine. Periods make them super mad that women have to go through them and all that virtue signally stuff, even though, you know, their father works for Berkshire Hathaway and they have a trust fund inheritance of upwards of $3.7 million. Honestly, one of the funny things I find about this whole thing is, honestly, if he would have released this song maybe in like 2020 or 2021, that might have gotten a little bit more play. There was obviously a lot of stuff like this going on at that time, like Noah Kahan and Zach Bryan, where it's just kind of white dudes kind of crying into their guitars. And I feel like had he have released this back then, I don't think it would have blown up or like he would have gotten a record deal or anything, but I don't think people would be dogging on him this much. But I just feel like we've had this music shoved in our faces on social media for like the last 5 years, to the point where it's like, man, it's just so whiny and obnoxious that I just don't want to see it anymore. And honestly, the lyrical content is probably the most cringe part. Like, there is nothing more put the fries in the bag than writing a song about your ex and being like, look at you and your family and beautiful children. Look what you could have had with me. You could have stayed in this studio apartment and laid on our twin mattress and ripped the blinker a bunch and, you know, gone to cool shows, because that's what it's all about, where you can go dance in California. And it's like, that line is like horrible too, because like, who wants to like live in California anyway? Does anyone want to be there? I mean truly, like, California was on like a huge streak in like 2016. Like, California was like a peak place to live. Even as someone who's like even a little bit more conservative, like, California had some cool brownie points. But like, over the past 5 years, nothing I've seen out of California looks like fun for anyone. It just seems like just a hellhole, like a third world country, but also like, I can't even explain it. It's just the worst place I could imagine living in the United States. Anywhere is likely better. And the whole California line of the song also kind of confirms the whole, like, your parents are you're just a trust fund baby kind of thing. Because it's like, what normal person can go live in California anymore? The prices are so incredibly expensive. And it's like, do you really want to live in a studio apartment with like 3 other dudes at like 30 years old? And like, to try and mock some lady, like, honestly, there's more honor in being an incel than like being this guy, because at least like an incel, like, you know, they just didn't have a shot, you know what I mean? They couldn't get a lady, but this guy's like lamenting about how this lady's got some Giga Chad husband that can like afford a house and like pay for their needs and start a family. Like, and I honestly think the internet has done a whole like 180 on like the whole anti-starting a family kind of thing. I think most people are like, yeah, on even like both sides of the political aisle, are like, yeah, I kind of just like want to have a family. Like, that's more important to me than like going and having fun and like smoking weed and dancing at shows. Like, I just think like this whole like anti, like, just be a kid forever thing is kind of getting annoying. Like, it's just clearly this is a message for like rich people where they want to just extend their adolescence forever and just, I just want to go dancing, father. Like, this whole idea is just so tired, and like nobody can relate to that anymore because it just, everyone's broke. I have no money. Like, this is, and that's why I think a lot of people are just angry, because it's just such this like fruity fruit cake. Oh, I just want to live and have fun and do all this stuff. Bro, I can't eat. I got rent to pay. I can't go dancing in California. I can't even go dancing in my apartment. Somebody's going to stab me. It's ridiculous. And now I've started to see a couple of clips where this guy's doing like interviews trying to salvage this into kind of like a Hawk Tuah situation where they want to try and like sign a record deal or something by just doing a bunch of interviews with people. But I don't think it's going to work. Like, I just don't think people, like, this is not a likable guy. Nobody wants to see this guy anymore. It's kind of like a lolcow situation. So, like, one of the things that determine you as a lolcow versus a regular content creator is the fact that, like, people are making more money talking about you than you making any of your own content. Like, if you post a video and the reactions to your stupid video get like a ton more views, you know, that's kind of a sign that you're a lolcow. And I don't think this guy is going to turn this into any kind of career, unfortunately. And honestly, you know, it's 15 minutes of fame. I'm sure he'll make some money off of it. But ultimately, I don't think this guy's going to have a long-staying music career. Mostly because I think mental health core style music is kind of on the way out. Like, I don't think people want to listen to that anymore. It's very of the time, like 2020, when we look back at that period. I think that's the kind of the music we're going to be thinking about, along with a lot of like kind of the cringier, just like, let's get something on TikTok, BB no money style music. But yeah. Anyway, I've rambled on for long enough about like an 11-second video, but I just kind of wanted to make this video talking about it because I like the dog pile. I like talking about this stuff and like analyzing memes. So if you like this kind of stuff, consider subscribing to my channel. If you like this video, leave a like. Leave a comment about what you think about this silly, goofy song and what you think about the mental health core genre. And if you didn't like this video, dislike and make sure you leave a hate comment. That's super important to me. So if you didn't like this video, make sure you leave a hate comment. It's super important. It helps me in the algorithm. And with that, thank you guys for watching this video. It makes me so happy that you guys will spend some of your day watching my stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.